Manlove Forensics.
Hello viewers, I'm John Manlove. Welcome to the first voiceover commentary video in the channel. And today we are at Shajing karting circuit in Shenzhen. This was a private race that I hosted, inviting my friends and their friends to race karts together. I named it Grazie Ragazzi Grand Prix, second edition. I hosted my first back in May this year. This time we managed to fill out the whole grid with 24 drivers in total. Full credits to Deep, a lot of his friends joined and made this thing possible. So our race this time was not without its hiccups. As you can see, the conditions were very bad. There was a typhoon near the area the night before, and the residual rain was very much affecting the circuit. In fact, it was initially too wet for us to go out. There were 4 sessions in our Grand Prix. I want to quickly go through the first 3 sessions and show you the race in detail. Show you the final race in detail. The first session is an 8-minute sprint versus sprint and qualifying. I just kept spinning, and eventually my car broke down. For this first session, I still managed to qualify P11 into the second session, which was an 8-lap sprint race. So in the formation lap and the race start was just so chaotic. We meant to form in the lines of 2, but nobody was following, and people just kept on bidding it. And look at the start. We go 5 wide into the first corner. I thought I had survived the chaos, but it still got tapped by somebody rejoining. Eventually, we just continue to keep on spinning. There goes my friend Deep. And then, there's not much else going on. There was a lot of back and forth between me and this red shirt guy. His name is Luca. He's actually quite fast. And my friend Deep here as well. As you can see, it's actually very hard to get on the straight and get on the power. Yeah, we had a bit of contact there, and we're just feeling the lines, and him just bravely going into the puddle, and look at all the sprays. Here's another one of me spinning out. And here's Luca catching up, and eventually spinning out as well. So there were a lot of back and forth. He just came back a little later. This is, I don't know what lap this is, but you just see the chaos ahead as well. Just people bouncing up and down and spinning, and we're just having to avoid all these accidents. The driver levels are mixed, I would say. And towards the end, I managed to catch Luca, catch him just spinning out, and just keeping my lead there. So coming into the third race, this was another 8-minute session. This was a reverse sprint based on the first sprint race. And into the first corner, we're starting at the back, and we spun out again, along with all the front runners from the previous race. It's quite treacherous. And here's this red shirt guy with a GoPro, with a camera on his head. That's Rainmaster, Mr. Matthew himself. Look at him, just storming through the field while I'm just struggling to get through the midfield. He's one of the main protagonists in this video. And look at that, that's Deep. Me avoiding him and eventually crashing into him. And another one of me stopping my car with a 360 spin. And there's my friend Patrick, just catching up. And this spin was quite detrimental to my race. As you can see, I've made contact with another guy, and my steering to the right just decides to give up on me. And following that, there were a lot of spins and another crash here. Yeah, just total chaos. So for me, the first few sessions, I just genuinely didn't have any confidence in myself. Yeah, look at this. This is Desmond. He's also the front runner for this race, and he's just smoking me down the straight. He had just so many pace in there, and yeah. So I think the key in driving in the wet is actually to have 5 to 10% throttle than having no throttle at all when you turn, and that gives you grip around the corner. And that's been realised by me towards right before this race, the final race. And I think with an updated method, I was able to catch up with the other guys. So coming into the final race here, starting in P4. Here we go, around the formation lap, round the final corner. We're here too wide, and Jack, the guy starting P3, just disappeared on me. And here into the first corner, I think that was harsh. P2, he binned in as well. So I was like, I'm in the podium position, so I'm actually quite comfortable with myself because having starting from the back foot. From the first session, I didn't have a lot of track time by myself, so I was happy to just stay on my own race, and yeah, just look at Matthew, aka Rainmaster, him just disappearing into oblivion. And we're coming in. This is the end of lap 1 into lap 2. Raymaster's already in the first corner there. Me just coming in, and there's Desmond storming through me like I actually don't exist. Yeah, he's very fast. And into this corner, he comes back and shuts the door. I almost I almost went off track. And yeah, just a bit naughty from him. So yeah. 我只諗下有咩要講先啫。So yeah, initially I thought I would just lightly pump the brakes to give them braking power without locking up my tyres easily, but that was really not it, because the way I tapped the brakes, it wasn't really doing much in slowing the car down. So eventually I had to learn how to just try and feather the brakes into the corner like that. And here I'm just trying to settle into the race, not really trying to rush it, because I honestly know that Raymaster, Matthew and Desmond, they have a better pace than me. So I'm just trying to latch on and see what happens. And then there's already a bit of traffic ahead, these back markers, and there's somebody spinning out. Initially I thought it was just a back marker having accidents, but actually that was Desmond. He's made his fair share of mistakes, and he would come storm past back to me, trying to drive me off track as well. I know he doesn't mean it, but He's quite naughty with his racecraft. He's sometimes he's not just cutting people off. And yeah, he came back again, and I was just like, yeah, sure, just get past me, that's fine. I'll just I'm still slowly learning the track, and I find him just going very wide on the exit, on entry. And me, I thought I was catching him through the corner, but you see that he just found so much grip around the outside, and he's got much better acceleration than me. Yeah. So these are just showing you the full laps and with reference to my competitor ahead. I'm currently still in P3. Yeah. Oh, I also want to apologise for the raindrops on the camera. I should have bought a protective field, but I thought I thought that with all the GoPros or with all the cameras being waterproof, they should have somewhat a bit of raindrop resistance, but turns out it didn't, and a lot of the footage were not actually usable, especially at night with all the lights beaming down and all the reflections on the lens there. So yeah, bear with me. I've bought the new film and hopefully it will be better next time during the rain. So coming into lap 6, still in P3, just trying to manage myself going through traffic, and a lot of times you see there's another guy spinning out and this is another person just going very slowly. I'm just trying to get through the field, not having a lot of troubles ahead, and that actually is Desmond again. Wow. So I come to P2 temporarily not knowing that, and seeing somebody just storms through the field again. And you know, with Desmond has a very interesting posture. He just hunches his back a lot, so it's very easy to recognize him. But otherwise, I would have thought that I'd already be in P3, like P5 or P6 down the field. But yeah, him making a lot of mistakes, then me just trying to stay off of any trouble, just trying to be more consistent there. Yeah, and we actually end up in a similar position here. So yeah, coming into lap 7, at the end of lap 7, and he's just finding a lot of grip as well. And yeah, I'm just pointing to my race engineer, my girlfriend on the side, and yeah, just pointing that this is Desmond, this is the person that I need to chase. He goes quite wide on the entry, and I think maybe that's the more optimal line when you're driving in the wet, because there's not much grip on the normal dry racing line, because you know there's so much use down those paths. And yeah, the lens is just fogging up, but I hope you're still following the race. And coming into this corner, we're just trying to get through all the traffic and try not to cause any trouble or just be bothered by anyone. Yeah, and at this point, I think Raidmaster Matthew has already pulled ahead with quite a significant margin, so I'm just trying to latch on there. Yeah, and coming into lap 9, you see this guy, you can't park there, mate. Right, and there's nobody really in front of me until lap 10. We see 2 guys in front coming into turn 1 just crashed into each other, and I was just like, let's just be patient and get through the field. And you see there a guy in the red shirt with a camera on his head, so that's Matthew, and aka the Rainmaster. He actually crashed into Desmond P1 and P2, and suddenly I'm P3 within reaching distance, well, within viewing distance, not really reaching, but you know, I was like, well, this is my race to lose then. Well, I mean, I'm not in the lead, but this is my race to win. And they are just colliding into the corner. But as you can see, Desmond find his grip, find a lot of his grip in the wider parts of the corner. So yeah, coming into lap 10, around the final corner, you see Matthew just spins out. I think he went too hot on the brakes and he spun out. So with 4 laps to go, I'm suddenly also a front runner for the win, even though I'm just in viewing distance. So yeah, coming into this corner, I'm just trying to slowly creep in my distance with Desmond, and I think seeing them colliding with me being so close, I think it gave me a lot of confidence and a lot of pace in return. And yeah, I'm just honestly going for it, just trying to catch up to him. Him looking back, I don't think he realised that would be P2. yeah, he told me after the race that he didn't know that. He didn't know that I was also fighting. But no, I wasn't fighting. I was just fighting against my car, trying to not spin out, as you can see there. So yeah, coming into lap 12, we're just going through all the traffic here. Desmond is way ahead, about 3 cars ahead of us. And yeah, we're just in a bit of hairy moment there, into this corner, trying to let people see me and not having to crash into other people. So yeah, deploying human DRS, giving you a better view. Coming into the second to last lap. Same story here. Just going through traffic. And actually into this corner, I've had the most dramatic moment I've had staying in P2. And I think that save is Verstappen-esque. It had a bit of Dutch flavour in it, right? Yeah. So that would have been it. I think Rainmaster would have caught me by then. And but no, I saved the car. I kept it going. I wasn't in the wrong direction. And coming into the final corner, somebody spins out. He went on a throttle. And it just scared me. And I almost crashed into him head first there. Yeah. So coming into the final lap, Desmond is nowhere near me. So I was like, let's just avoid trouble, let's just bring the car home. And looking back, there isn't anybody behind me as well. So I was just going as safely as possible. And having had that incident I had, coming into this corner, I just lifted and just braked really early, slowly, very lightly, and just trying to get through the corner. And yeah, so did a double check there, looking back, and there's nobody behind me, so we finished P2 quite comfortably, and that honestly was quite the redemption arc we had. Having finished P11 in the first session, and have my car broken down, and just crawling my way through, and eventually, I think I was about the same pace as Rainmaster, but still, Desmond, with him being such a talented driver, on and off track, he's very familiar with the rain, so he's quite fast in the end. I think his fastest lap was like a 1:25, whereas in the dry you would do a 1 minute or 57 seconds. Yeah, I did a 1:27 in the end. This is me being slightly pissed off by him for not noticing me. But fair play to him. He's the faster driver, and yeah, we celebrated in the end with trophies from Taobao, and also champagne without alcohol from Taobao, and it was such a great race. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, just shout out to all the drivers that came through in the Grazie Ragazzi Grand Prix, and we had so much fun. I had so much fun, and I hope you did as well. And big thanks to my girlfriend for being my race engineer. There was one session where I asked her to hold up pit boards, and he just went back and forth between the screens and the track to show me where's my latest position and what the time gap was. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating content, for more karting content in the future. And yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. See you soon.
Hold on. If it's an even number, you start on the right. If it's an odd number, you start on the left. If you